Hi, this is Donna Shea, social emotional learning coach in Massachusetts, back with another in a series of videos that I've been doing for kids about the ingredients or the foundations that go into having friendships. I've been social coaching kids for almost 20 years now, and there are things that when kids learn about, we can help them be more successful in their social interactions with other children, with their peers, and with all relationships that they have. Today, I want to talk about responsibility in a friendship. And a responsibility is another main ingredient that is really important to have successful friendships. And there are different ways that we can look at how to take responsibility in our relationships with people. Because without taking responsibility, friendships can be hard to keep. What kind of things are we responsible for in our friendships and relationships? Well, we're responsible for how we treat people. We are responsible to do our part to keep the friendship going. We're responsible to listen and adjust to the feedback that we're getting from other people. We're responsible for being able to apologize to each other for our words or our actions. How should we treat our friends? That's the first thing on the list. Well, you know the golden rule? It's an old saying that says we should treat everyone exactly the same way that we would like to be treated. So that's with kindness and good manners, feeling that we're important and that we're cared about, and giving the same back to our friends, letting our friends know that their feelings and their ideas and opinions matter to us. Having respect for differences of opinion, because we're not always going to agree on things. It's great to treat each other with forgiveness when it's needed. I'll talk about how to apologize in a little bit, and treat each other with patience. How are we responsible to keep a friendship going? Well, we do our part. So keeping a friendship going takes effort from both friends, and we have to make time in our lives for our friends. It doesn't just happen, you have to create it. We should not expect our friends to do all the work that goes into maintaining a friendship. We need to remember to call and text and schedule time together, and not just wait for our friend to do it. It's also very important that we learn how to listen and respond and adjust to what I call social feedback. So feedback may come from directly from friends, indirectly from parents who are observing, you interacting with your friends, or someone else like a social coach like me, or a counselor who cares for you and wants to help you be the best friend that you can be to people around you. Feedback is also known as constructive criticism. That's another word that you may have heard. And sometimes it's hard to hear what you might do differently or what you might improve upon, because none of us want to think that, we've done something wrong, or we're not quite good enough at something. But that's not what constructive criticism is. It's more of a way of helping you grow, is a good way to think about it. So when you receive this kind of feedback or constructive criticism, think of it as a gift instead of taking it personally. Like somebody cares enough about you to say, look, I'm observing that your tone of voice with your friend wasn't really all that nice. I'm just pointing that out to you. So maybe you could pay a little bit more attention to, if he messes up at a video game, that you don't sound like you're really mad at him or blaming him, for what happened. We have a responsibility to ourselves to be the best friend and the best people that we can be, keep the friends and the people that we care about. So being responsible in a friendship also requires us to apologize when we need to. So when we do or say something that's hurtful to someone, it's important to be able to make a correct and a sincere apology. Apologies have 4 steps. And the first step is you say, I'm sorry for whatever you did that was hurtful to someone. You can say, I'm sorry for being grumpy with you the other day. It was wrong because I was in a grumpy mood and I took it out on you. And then in the future, when I'm grumpy, I won't do that. I'll, go for a walk or something else and not be grouchy with you because it wasn't your fault. And I hope you will forgive me. And asking for forgiveness is a big part of this step. And it's also, we need to know that sometimes people aren't ready to give us forgiveness. So we can make that apology, but we need to also be ready for people to need some time and some space before they're ready to accept that apology from us. A sincere apology doesn't come with a but. Like, I'm sorry for this, but you did that. That's not how apologies work. It's all about making amends with the other person and not your buts. A sincere apology also comes with an actual change in what you are doing or saying. So if you're saying, you know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but then you keep doing the same thing to your friend, well, then you weren't really sorry, and that's not an actual change or a sincere apology. But being responsible demonstrates that you are a great friend. And that's the trait of a mature person that shows that you've really got some skills there. And it may be hard at first, and it takes practice. Any of this social skill stuff takes practice. But like any other skill, the more you practice it, the better you're going to get at it. And I call it humaning. We can all improve our humaning with each other. I have a friend of mine and I wrote a book full of 500 friendship tips that's on Amazon for all kinds of different social situations. So you may want to check that out and see what it's all about. And then if you wanted to get a hold of me, or a parent or guardian wanted to find out a little bit more about what we do with social coaching here in Massachusetts, they're welcome to snap the screen and get in touch with me. And as always, it's really, really awesome to have a chance to talk to young people and help them with their social success. So thank you for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you the next time.